Hey guys, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm in a real good mood today. We're doing this little video about our boy Joey. And of course, you guys saw the thumbnail. Did you see the thumbnail? Fran, was it kind of funny? Kind
It
of
was
fun.
very interesting.
It's kind of funny. I say it's women are, they always take another thing. I think it's very funny, and we're going to talk about it a little bit today. Um, because what this guy said about Michael's father, John Sonny Franzese, is wrong on so many levels. And the idea that this little, I'm going to watch what I say on this because, you know, um, but if he would have, I just can't stand this guy. I've never met him. I've never heard anything about this guy before. And the first thing I hear out of his mouth is F this guy and Sonny Franzese is a nothing in this whole world could be further from the truth. And let me tell you something, Joey. You said you called out. You said that to Michael Franzese. Hey, pal. I know that if he ever wanted to pick up the phone, you would have a problem. You would, and then what did you do? You poked Sammy the Bull Gravano too. What what are you looking? Are you hey, Mike, this is directed to Joey Merlino. What are you looking for trouble? At your age, you're looking for trouble? You're no tough guy. With a gun, maybe you know your boys. Yeah. I just can't believe what you said and you did. I just can't believe it. I don't like you. Um, and I learned a little bit about you. I got this picture over here that I want to show you. This just makes me laugh. Now I'm a believer in there's many true things said in jest. A lot of times guys and gals will joke about something, but it's really true. Now let's see what we got over here. Here's our tough guy, mobster. I hate when you do that. Here's our tough guy, mobster. Not only does he have a girl's dress on, he's mimicking Michael Jackson. Isn't that the one? Didn't Michael Jackson have the glove on the right hand? What's that all about, Joey? I don't know.
Whose hand is on his waist?
I don't know if that's his hand or
Strange.
it,
That's
it's
strange.
it's definitely a man's hand. Who knows
Yeah.
what's going on in the background? I see some big guy in the background. Oh, he
Well,
might
I
not.
think that there was some kind of football game thing or
Yeah.
something.
Well, like I said, well, let me tell you another story. When I went to prison, I got out of prison twice. First time and the second time, I haven't been back since. And when I went into prison, I was a good looking guy. I was blonde hair and blue eyes, just what those booty bandits in the joint loved. So, if it wasn't for the fact that I knew a lot of people, I was from the South Bronx. So when I went in, I knew everybody. I knew a lot of black guys. Knew a lot of black guys. In fact, I had several times was spoken to about because I'd hang out with the black guys because I knew the black guys and a couple of Puerto Ricans. But when I got out, people would look at me funny. When I first got out, people would look at me like, "Hey, everything cool? Everything? Did you have any problem in there, Kevin? Did you have any problem?" So I mean, I think that people who have never been in the penitentiary before, they think that that kind of sex assaults go on all the time. And I'm going to tell you, they don't. Not in the prisons I was in. The only way that can happen is if you get intimidated into it happening. They'll tell you there's two ways that this is going to go. Either we can do it the nice way or we'll do it the hard way. So, and then you got to fight. And then once you do that, then they leave you alone. That was my experience. But when I got out, everybody was like, "Hey, you didn't have any problem in there?" So I don't know anybody, especially in the mob, because I knew a couple of mob guys, Joey Bikini, Jimmy Nays, and our boy Roy DeMeo. Nobody would do that. Fran, is there some kind of rule about that shit? I mean, come out, go to a football game, or dress like a bit. Oh,
Say he was a Fanuc.
yeah. Oh, say what?
A Fanuc.
A fanook? What is that?
Gay guy.
Gay guy. Is that?
Queer. My father would have just said you were a queer.
Yeah. Well, what is that? A queer for
Yeah, Italian.
Italian?
Well,
Italian?
it's
Oh,
yeah.
say it
A
again.
Fanuc is actually
No.
yeah,
Well, I don't
it's a
know. Hey,
vegetable.
hey, Joey, anybody
And is
call
that
you? Hey, Joey, anybody call you a fanook? I don't know. With the Michael, and then to add insult and to injury, he's got the Michael Jackson thing going on. What the fuck?
I guess his hand was cold holding the beer.
Oh my God. I have you heard anything from Sammy the Bull Gravano's channel about what he said to called the Bull? I mean, these are two guys. I mean, how many people? I mean, would you do? Hey, Joey, would you do that? To would you even at? I think Sammy's 78 years old, but Sammy is still buff for a 78-year-old guy. 2 years from being 80. I'm 3 months from being 70. But really, Joey, would you go and tell Sammy the Bull Gravano that he was a rat to his face, even though he did cooperate? But I know I wouldn't. And let me tell you something. There's only a couple of times in interviews that I've watched with Michael Franzese that he got pissed off. I think there was 2 times. And those 2 times was when he was being interviewed and asked about his cooperation agreement. That's when he got pissed. But if you look at the video that he made last month, directing his anger towards this Joey character, and you look in Franchise's eyes, I mean, I think he wants to kill him. I mean, you can't. I just. What do you think, Fred? I mean, I'm willing to bet because of your father's age and uh and French John Sonny Franchise's age that they had to know each other. They had to know each other.
My father knew people that I can't even believe he knew.
Well,
But
look,
just
well,
not
look.
just the movie stars that we knew, but people that actually set the betting line in Vegas. They were his best friends.
What's a betting line?
Well, they set the line when the numbers, the line on the betting. He controlled the whole thing. They were out in Vegas. This guy and him and his girlfriend were best friends with my father's girlfriend and him, but my mother never knew these people. Like I was like, what? I can't, I
You know,
can't even tell you. My mother used to go with my father to Vegas and they would gamble, and my father would be gambling with, Frank Sinatra, Edie Gourmet, and her husband, Steve Lawrence, guys back in the day, Dean Martin, those guys. My mother didn't know how to gamble, so she'd be playing the slots, and she was afraid to go in there and talk to them because she was like, I don't know what to say to those people. Like she wasn't about that.
yeah. Well,
So
I must have met all of those mob guys when I was working with Joey at the body shop over there in South Jamaica. All the guys that came in with the hat and the cigar. I mean, they were
not
like,
all guys smoke cigars. I don't know
yeah.
why you think that.
No, but they just had that. You know what? You know how fat Tony Salerno, and I'll bet you he was there too. Fat Tony Salerno. When I saw him on the news after he came out of court, got into a car, and he told one of the reporters to go F himself, TV. But I think that guy was there because they all had the cigar. They all had the coat. I mean,
None of the people that I know had cigars in their mouth except my uncle,
oh
and
yeah,
he
there was
wasn't
a couple of
really high
them.
on the totem pole. The guys
So,
that are high up never saw them smoke cigars.
well, I know Joey didn't smoke.
Smoked cigarettes years ago, but not cigars.
They also everybody smoked. I don't know. Joey smoked. He smoked Parliament, and he loved his cigarettes so much. He named his car dealership Parliament. when I used to break his chops, because it had some kind of special tri-tip filter. How did I
Yeah,
know
it had
that?
a
Because my
recess filter.
yeah,
It
but
had.
the tree tray. He was convinced that if he only smoked half the cigarette before the filter guy exploded. Anyway, I would break his chops because I used to tell him, "Hey, I know that cigarette. My mother smokes them. I saw the cigarettes on the desk. I said, well, who's that? And he started smoking. I said, dude, that's a woman's cigarette. What are you doing? And back in the old days, to all you politically correct people, that's the way it was. You know. And when it came to homosexuality, I don't think those mobsters hated any person more than gay people. They hated them. So I can't understand why he thought that would be funny coming out of prison. I
I'll
mean,
tell you a story about. You
I
want to
wouldn't
hear
have done it. I
a
wouldn't have done it on a bet because I wouldn't want people to think, maybe I went the other way over there. There's a lot of people that go in prison one way and they come out another. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you a little story. So my father and Joe Corey, his friend, they were buddies. They were going into New York and they went into a public bathroom, to go wash their hands and go to the
Uh-huh.
bath. And there was a guy in there in the stall and the door was half open and they saw that he was on his knees. So they thought he was throwing up and they asked him if he needed help.
All
And
right, I got my daughter right here. Let's keep it. All right.
he
So they looked in and they.
and he was sniffing the toilet or licking the toilet or whatever, and they beat the living shit out of him. My
Well,
father said he cracked the seat down on his head and they just beat the shit out of him.
but you know what? And this guy was a mob boss. Dude. I mean,
Back in the day, it was taboo.
but this ain't even. But my point is, look at his face. Look at his face. Look at the guy's face. He's in hog heaven. That's not funny. I was never in the mafia. You were in the mafia. You were born into the mafia. Would that shit fly? Would anybody that you knew, your father's friends in Jersey, New York, or Florida?
Not even at a costume party.
It shit wouldn't fly. It just wouldn't fly. Back in the days. So I don't know what's wrong with this guy. He's angry. He's just got the kind of face you just want to slap, man. He's just fucking angry. Look at him. He's fucking every picture I found of this guy. He's got the puss on. What do they call that? Oh, I know, the Napoleon complex. Have you ever heard of that, Fran?
Yes.
Napoleon was this warrior from.
Is he tall?
No, Napoleon was a midget. He was a real small guy.
Him, you asshole.
Oh,
The guy
yeah, he's a midget. He's a
uh,
midget. He's a midget. Find a picture of him with the girl walking side by side. I'm 5'8", maybe 5'9" on my good day, and my daughter's mother was 6 foot. She'll argue with me saying she was only 5 feet 11, but she was tall and supermodel. So there's this one picture. If you keep going, she's take your time, baby. He's walking with the girl. He looked like me and my ex-wife, especially she was forbidden to wear high heels because if she wore high heels, she'd be 6'4". And can we open it up? There he is. A little Napoleon complex.
Sure.
Hey, Fran, you've been around mobsters, so you think I'm pissing this guy off or what?
I don't know if he's watching your channel.
Well, I am positive that if he's not watching my channel,
He's
someone
gonna be.
somebody's gonna get on his channel and tell him about mine. I'm sure. I'm sure because I got a lot of oh,
Opinions.
I got a lot of comments. Let me clear this up too while we're here. Okay, so I said Sonny Franzese did 50 years in jail. I got that from his son, Michael Franzese, 50 years. So apparently he got sentenced to 50 years. And there were a couple of viewers that sounded like they knew what they were talking about. One of them said, no, he only did 30. Only did 30? 30,
right?
when you
Poor
did
man.
30 months, you go, I only did 30 months. You know what I mean? I get to 32 months. And what was I saying? I've never freaking seen you. What
I
was I
don't know.
saying?
You can't remember things and you
Well, I'm
can't.
old. I mean, I'm
Oh,
old.
come on. You're not that fucking old.
I'm not fucking old. I'm fucking, I'll be
Yes.
70 in April.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Anyway, what was I saying about what point was I trying to make? Help me.
Who the hell knows? Why don't you take some pills?
About Sonny Franzese. So a lot of people were breaking my chops about how much time he did, and they did it on this video that I made that I made about Joey Merlino, um, about how much time he did. Okay, so he did 30 or 38 years, and I'm sure he could have got out if he snitched a whole lot sooner. He was convicted of a crime that he did not do, but the government wanted him so bad. But oh, I'm having like one of them stupid ass senior moments. But anyway, I just wanted to clear that up. That when you guys comment, I wish you would comment and put your name down so I can tell me where you're from. Just I don't need your address. You tell me where you're from, and I wish that you would comment because when you leave a comment, you leave a comment on the video that I did, whatever video it may be. Um, and they were talking about Sonny Franzese when I'm talking about this guy Joey and what I thought about his little remark calling Sonny a rat. And I don't know. There might be a friggin' this wouldn't it be funny if what he said start like all the old guys that are like 80s now from back then, they'll go, fuck it, I'm 80. We get my gun and go down there and fucking straighten this guy out. I mean, when you get to be my age and older, like all these other guys are older, Michael Francese's older than me, Sammy the Bucravano's like 10 years older than me. I mean, these guys don't give a fuck. I mean, what are they gonna do? Well, I wouldn't be poking these people there, Joey. Why would you want to ask for trouble like that? Why, right? Fran, what's your spin on that? Why would he do such a stupid thing? You
Don't
think
poke
these
the
people
bear.
don't
I
have a
don't know.
soul?
The guy's, I don't know. I guess he feels superior to them or wants to make a point. He's got some
Well,
point to make or whatever.
Fran, this is his
Or
channel.
maybe he's just doing it for his clicks and his views. Maybe it's an act.
I had a lot of people that commented too that he's going to be gone off YouTube. Nobody likes this shit. The other thing that I don't understand, he wants to be snitch of the rat of the week, rat of the month, rat. Hey, make me rat of the year. I'll get me a little trophy. I'll come down and give you a little kiss on your cheek, there, bro. Um, yeah. So I don't get it. All the people that you're targeting, what you say you can do rat of the day and fill up a whole year. Uh, I, all of these rats, snitch, cooperators, excuse me, whatever you want to call it, they're calling themselves. Their channel, their content is all about stories that they did, who they ratted out. What's your point? What is this guy? Is this guy like got like a death wish or some shit? I don't know, friend. You were around these guys probably more than me. You were around. Why would anybody
Yeah,
do that?
he'll just
He
wait it
wouldn't.
out, and
He,
when the
hey,
time is right,
he wouldn't do that.
it'll be right.
He wouldn't do that to Sammy the Bull Gravano in his day. He wouldn't dare say what he said to him now. What do you think, Joey? Because someone cooperated, they lose their cuñons. What do you think? They won't fight? You think they're punks? Is that what you think? Good for you. You stood up, you went to jail. I take my hat off to you. You did that. Just like Sonny. But to call Sonny a rat. What the fuck? Right there, Fran. Yes or no? Lost all his credibility. Who wants to
Very
go on to that
disrespectful.
guy's bullshit? And the other thing I want to talk about too is Michael Franzese. I called him
Your
out.
video is starting to go wild. It's
Who?
off the rails. It's doing it again.
What? It's jumping around. All right, so I think we might be having technical issues here. But anyway, I just wanted to get, and then every time I have you on, I'm trying to tell the story. Then I'm gonna get beat up because I didn't give you enough time. So say something. Is it still jumping? Is the video jumping? Is that what
What do
it's
you
doing?
say this time? I had a few things to say, but it's
Okay,
over.
go
Don't worry
ahead.
about it.
Is it? No. No, we came this far. How many minutes did we do? No, go because they go. There's this one girl that just keeps picking me up. She tells me, you know what she told me? Hey, Kevin, get an egg timer. I think
Good
my
idea.
get an egg timer. Give Fran a chance. Go ahead, Fran. Let's see. What do you think? Try to stay on this subject and what you know about mafia guys and dressing in a dress. Who does that? Who dresses in a dress? I mean, they do
Not
it
many
today.
people that
I mean,
I know.
QBG, what's the name of that? QB, what is it? What do they call them? The gay organization, QBG, DB,
LBG.
LBG. Them. Yeah, not only am I bad on names, I'm bad in, what is it called? Acronyms? Is that an acronym? When you have letters? Yeah, see, I know them words. Give me, am I crazy for being so upset and being
Yeah,
so
I don't know why you're so, you are
I just,
way too pissed off. I don't know. I'm not that
and here
upset
I am. I was a paid
because
confidential informant for 30 years, and that shit pissed me off. It really, it just, the way he said it, fucking, the way he said it. I just hope, hey, all you guys out there that watch his channel, whatever the fuck it is over there, just tell him, please, I want honor, the honor of Joey over there to make me rat of the year. Okay, Joey? What do you think of that? Do you think that's pretty
that's a
funny?
good idea.
Good
That's
idea?
kidding.
Would you endorse that?
Absolutely.
Would you go down? Could we get like an award?
I will put my wet signing ink on that.
Oh shit!
Wet signing. Yeah, when nobody does it in script, which nobody seems to know how to do anymore either.
I don't even have a. I think The other day I said, "Well, write it down." It's no. Oh, and I hate that computer.
Do you know I went to a doctor? He was going to operate on me, and then he told me at the end of the consultation that he did not know how to write script. I said to him, "So if your grandmother wrote you a card, you wouldn't know what it said?" And he said, "No." I said, "Well, if we're in the middle of an operation and a nurse has to hand you something and she writes you in script that's crucial, that came from the outside because, they write on the phone, they give it to the doctor. You're not allowed to go out and get the phone call. You wouldn't know what it said." And he said, "I would not." I said, "You can't operate on me. I'm sorry."
I don't know what this world is coming to. I mean, I don't.
Oh, smoke and mirrors.
I don't like to talk politics, but this guy Biden's got to go. What he did to us in these 3 years is
We're dying.
what he did.
All right, cut it.
All right,
Let's not get into that.
I'm gonna say goodbye, friend. Thanks for.
Goodbye, Kevin.
I will see you. We're gonna do another video.
Calm down, Kevin. Calm down.
Calm down. Calm down. I just,
Do a little, yoga, maybe a little yoga. What do you think? No? Tranquilizers,
actually, everybody
little
thinks
melatonin.
I have low blood pressure. I'm good. I'm good. It's just like I'm a very passionate man on a couple of subjects, but I'm gonna.
A little insane. Just a
Yeah,
little, just a tad.
the daughter's going like this. She wants to get on her phone, go into her room. Remember all you old people when your parents said, "Get in your room." Well, I could put my kid in the room for the next 6 years. She wouldn't give it as long as that phone is going, right? Lopez, I call her Lopez. That's her mother's maiden name. Lopez. All right, guys. Fran, thanks so much for showing up. We're gonna do another video tomorrow. We're gonna put it up and get some more videos. And I want to thank everybody. And please like and subscribe. And the other thing I want to tell you real quick. Hey, I have a lot of great videos. If you guys just search, go back in time. And I've had this channel for 3 years now. There's a lot of very, very interesting videos there. So go there or be square. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, man.